Good morning and welcome to Coffee Walk. Check out this totally awesome Blue Iron Coffee Walk mug designed by Tyler Pfaffenbach and Kelsey Collins. And yes, you too can get you one of these. There'll be a link or something in the bio. Not exactly sure what that means, but I think you can click on it and get one of these. I'm still hooked on my bourbon syrup. Really good. We've got some really cool updates for you today. 3 of the Jeeps we hit on last week are really close to being done. We're going to walk through those. And thank you guys for all your comments on the Bronco top. It is painted the color that you wanted it painted. So we'll go back and check that out too. So here we go. So this is the CJ5 that's been sitting for somewhere between 22 and 26 years, depending on whether you believe the license plate, the inspection sticker, or the registration sticker. It's an 81, I believe. You can always tell what year these are by right here on the emissions decal, if they still have them. It's running. So the first thing we usually do on something like this, been sitting forever, pull the gas tank down, pull the carburetor off, blow the fuel lines backwards, check all the lines, replace the ones that need to be replaced, new gas tank, new sending unit, rebuild the carburetor. This thing's alive again. It also needed a radiator, so it's running great, as you can hear. Customer also wanted a mild lift kit and new wheels and tires. So this is what he chose. We'll be out testing and tuning this thing today, so saving another one, getting it back on the road. Literally, this has been off the road for over 20 years. Now, the 86 Renegade, when we started on this Jeep, it was a 4-cylinder. We converted it to a 4.2 liter 6-cylinder, but we did some of my favorite things. This was also a manual steering, manual brake Jeep. So we added power brakes. Now, for the longest time, there wasn't a good brake kit available that was bolt-in for these. We created this kit. We have them in stock if you can't find all the used parts. And the power steering setup, we usually take these out of a wrecking yard. We have quite a few used power steering setups. You need the rod, you need the power steering pump, you need the brackets, the lines, high and low pressure. We usually replace new in the box, but we have those used. 4.2 liter aluminum valve cover. What I really like about this is we put the Mopar fuel injection on it. For many years, there was a Mopar fuel injection kit. It was actually manufactured by Hesco in conjunction with Mopar Performance. Now, this kit basically upgrades the 4.2 258 to specifications of a TJ motor, which would be 97 to 06. I want you to hear this run. These things run so clean, it's so crisp, it adds a lot of power. I test drove this Jeep yesterday. It'll absolutely smoke the tires. This is going to be a really great ride for the next owner, be able to put a ton of miles on it and be reliable. Listen to how crisp it revs up with the fuel injection. This is a cool Jeep, 10 or 20 more test miles. It'll be off to the next owner. Now, we get a ton of requests that people want to follow the restoration from start to finish and go through. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough time to do that, but we're trying to do a better job. We've got 8 different segments on this Jamboree from start to the point it's at now. So Tyler's going to edit them, put them together, and you're going to see that today. have an original set of hardware underneath this, which would be a Whitco top hardware, which would be the soft top hardware that came with this from the factory. It's really hard to put 100% together. We've done it. Now this is a replacement top from Best Top. The only color that Best Top has available for your OE hardware is black vinyl, which is what this is. They actually call it Black Crush. And you can see right here, which is really neat, these tops all have date codes on them. This top was actually made 1/21 of 19. So this is obviously was made fairly recent top on original hardware. We even had the correct door handles. This is original frame. We had the sleeves on right here. These sleeves are usually missing on the top bows. Roll bar pad cover. And this, again, we had this Jeep completely blown apart. So this has come a long ways, this Jamboree has, and it will be done next week. So we've got the proper Jamboree letters on it, black cow letters, and that was the only lettering that went on this Jeep. Now what we're waiting on right now is the front bumper this Jeep had on it was a crappy aftermarket one, so we sent an original factory Jamboree and or Laredo chrome bumper out to be chrome plated. It's been gone for 2 weeks. It's taken forever to get it back, but we're really close in the Jamboree. We're proud of how it turned out. Now, to you Jeep guys out there, we need some help. We have just about every CJ part there is, but there's some things we've run out of or we just don't have that are in good enough condition for this Jeep. I need an OE black set of carpet, an original equipment set of carpet, either NOS or nice original. So if you have that, please hit us up at social@cbjeep.com. Tell us what you want for it. We'll buy it from you. That's one of the few things we need to finish this Jamboree. Jamboree number 134 will be done hopefully next week. Now here's the wheels I showed you. We're going back on this 79 Renegade. Now this Jeep looks proper. Again, we restored them and put the proper red pinstripe. And we have these Goodyear Wrangler radials in stock, which are not the exact tires that came on this one in 79. This was probably had Goodyear trackers on it, but this is the closest thing to stock. It really sets the Jeep off and makes it look like it left the factory. And again, we did little things like this, like these preheat tubes we have in stock. Really nice finishing touches. If you need any finishing touches like that, we keep them in stock. You know, this caution fan decal, we still have these OE. These go in all over our builds. You'll see it on the Black Renegade, you'll see it on the Jamboree. Other nice finishing touches, we always do these things. We put the proper decals in the glove boxes. You can see those right here. So, you guys please help us find a set of carpet for this. Now let's go back and see what happened to the Bronco top. All right, so the Bronco top's in the booth. We had it fitted to the truck. With these aftermarket new tops, you want to fit it to the Bronco before you paint it. So there you have it. The actual correct color for this top is called Wimbledon White. Color code PBG 8378, I believe. So we've got the top painted. We painted the inside first, painted the outside next. Here's the rear hatch, and then a couple other ancillary pieces that go on the hardtop. So there you have it, CJ updates, Bronco hardtop update. I want to ask you guys a favor. Please go to YouTube, Dennis Collins Car World, and subscribe. Kelsey and Tyler have worked incredibly hard on that channel, getting things organized. We can go through there and watch all of our videos, watch the Car World videos, watch Coffee Walk videos. We're close to having 100,000 subscribers. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, just costs you a minute or two to go in and set it up. So please do that. Please like, tag, share, or follow this. And again, if you want a coffee mug, you can get that. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. And next week, we're gonna have one of the most incredible barn finds that we've seen in a long time. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna take a long time to edit it. It's gonna be worth watching. We found 2 Porsches in a garage, been sitting since 1976. Have a great day.